And breathe. Happy Friday, y'all. How's it going? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thank goodness it's the end of the week. Happy Friday. No. Game. We're not hosting. No. Come back to us. There we go. Shenanigans are afoot, Twitch. I know Stumped Gaming is great, but we're streaming now. So, X-nay on the auto host day. How's everybody doing? It's Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. I just put on a sweater because it was chilly, but maybe it's now too warm with a sweater on. Oh, decisions. Maybe I made bad decisions. I don't know. I can't decide. But let's get cozy, let's get comfy, let's get into Friday. We're going to work on some Astral Sorcery today. Get some things a-happening that need to be a-happening. And kind of go from there. Okay, everything's pretty chill and working. There is not enough caffeine left in that can. But that's what I get for starting drinking a little bit early. So what have we been up to since last week? Not a whole lot, to be perfectly honest. I did expand the garden. So we're now at a tier 3 altar. Incense altar. So we've only got one more level to go of that. But really haven't done anything here. This is still running though. You can see we've still got a plethora of mobs hanging out in our basement. I head down there, I'll show you. So it's doing its thing. Seems to be working pretty well. What do we got in here? Okay. Couple of things that don't get filtered, but that's okay. But generally speaking, like we've got 3,500 rotten flesh there. We've got 3,500 gunpowder, 1,800 string, 3,000 bones. A couple of little extra bits and pieces that are dropped here and there. Getting a little bit more inferium this way. A lot of grave dust. I don't know what to do with grave dust. I'll have to look into that one. A few ender pearls, not a lot. Couple of odds and ends. I guess these are from like witches and stuff. Some zombies, some what's his names? Zombie jockeys. The baby guys. So, you know, this is working and it's still running, and that's really the important part in the scheme of things. So that's just doing its thing. I don't really have to worry about it. And we still need to expand it. I still need to do the next level of runes, and I need to upgrade these runes to like sacrifice runes or capacity runes. I'll probably upgrade these ones to sacrifice. But yeah, that's not, excuse me, not on the list for today. We've already spent a lot of time doing black magic. We will come back to it, but not quite yet. What we are going to work, oh, and okay. The other thing I spent a lot of time doing, I did a lot of digging. I did a lot more digging. There's a whole lot of digging that went on down there. All of this digging happening. That was a little tedious. But I needed Jackson because I didn't have any and I needed it. So I had to go mining for Jackson, which apparently is pretty rare, all things considered. But we have enough now that I look in here. I'm waiting on Chironite now. Oop, we got another 9. Okay, so that's 7 Chironite blocks, and I think I need 8. So I need another 9 Chironite crystals, and then we're gonna have to make like 4 empowered diamante crystals. Oof. 5 blocks of elementium, 2 blocks of mana diamond, silicone, that's easy, fractum's relatively easy, lenses are fine. So yeah, so these will be a little expensive. There's a lot of terra steel, but we've got a lot of terra steel, so really nothing to worry about there. So I'm just waiting for one more chironite, and I have already crafted up the structure frame, tier 3. 56 of these. This is what I needed the Jackson for. So that needed 112 chironite, which was, woof, that was expensive. But I also needed a lot of Carmesine and a lot of Jackson. So I did a whole lot of mining for Carmesine and for Jackson to get the stuff I needed for that. But they're crafted now, so they're ready to go. We probably have to make some more structure panels. Maybe not. We might have enough for what we need to upgrade. Then we need to make some nulls. Yeah, we'll need to make some nulls, but we're not quite up to that yet because we don't have the chironite yet. We can't quite do the void upgrader yet. The void miner upgrade yet. Ugh, words are hard. But what we can do, and really that's all I've done. Like, I just did some mining and was working on getting that void miner upgraded. But what we can do is Astral Sorcery. So that's our plan for tonight. Get into setting up our Astral Sorcery. Get some... I just realized I shouldn't be up here. No, leave me alone. Get the liquid Starlight automated. Maybe see if we can unlock some perks so we get some buffs on our dude and kind of go from there. So you can see I've got a whole lot of stuff in my inventory. I've got a whole lot of miscellaneous items. I've got a whole lot of marble, and I've got the luminous crafting table and stuff that I've broken down that was up in the veggie garden there. So let's start off by making our upgraded table. So Starlight crafting altar. This is the first tier. We've got a couple of different altars to make today. I think we've got 2 more after this one. Let me have a look at that actually. Astral altar. Yeah, 2 more. So we still need to make a celestial altar and an iridescent altar. Can we make these? Ooh. Sure. It's a little expensive, but we can do that. Blocks of titanium. Iridium, niobe, Gaia spirit ingots. What? Ooh. Okay. And a solarium block? Okay. We may not be able to do this one. Rune of Wrath. Palladium ingot. Ooh, okay. A Rune of Sloth is Osram. We might. We'll see how we go. I think we'll definitely get this one done. I don't think this is going to be a problem. And I would like to get Starlight automated because Liquid Starlight, other than being used in these items, which I'm not too worried about, it'd be nice to have a cave illuminator. They're pretty useful. We need it to make a botanical brewer. That's one of the other quest lines we need to do. So we'll need some Liquid Starlight for that. It gets used to make adamant fluid. Adamant fluid? Interesting. Isn't there another way of getting that? Starlight compound. Yeah. But the probably the main thing we're going to be making with it is this Starlight compound. Because we need 1 bucket plus a mana glass vial to make 2 Starlight compounds. And those get used in adamant, as well as Starlight metal, as well as the Starlight infuser altar, as well as our ancient dust crafting Starlight compound. This is why we're doing Starlight, so that we can auto craft this stuff eventually once we've got all the other stuff. And it also makes for us the resonating gems, because that's the only way to make resonating gems as well. Oof. So whole point of today, get Liquid Starlight up and running, get some of the other stuff around Astral running as well, so that we can get all the bits and pieces happening, and then we'll kind of go from there. So first up, let's do this recipe. So a whole lot of void stones, some white dust, some white magic essence, which is just white magic dust, and then some chiseled marble, some triberium, a rune of mana, and some, well, quite a lot of liquid starlight, which we happen to have all these things in our inventory. So let's go. And then I need to put the liquid starlight in there. And boom. You've learned about attunement. Nice, nice. I would like my tin tank. Where is that? They're full of lava. Can we do a swapperoo somehow? Let's see if we can put that in there for a second. Put that on there. Grab that. Do that. That totally worked. 64 buckets versus 16 buckets. It sounds like a much better deal. Okay, this lava can go in here for now. Yeah. What we probably... I think we're going to want retreat. Let's come back to that. Let's get this crafted first. So, Starlight crafting object. Complete legendary loot bag. And I've got all the bits to make the platform for it. So, sooty marble, marble bricks, marble arch, chiseled marble, and marble pillars. And that's going to give me more marble. Okay, nice. And then, okay. Cool. This is what I thought we were going to be doing. Let's see what was in this. Probably nothing. Liquid crystalline cells. I mean, that's not terrible. 12 buckets worth of crystallines, nothing to sneeze at. Let's put that marble back for now. Okay, so let's head up. I have come prepared. I have set up an area for us to do our Astral Sorcery. You can see it on the minimap. Looks pretty neat. So there's a couple of different moving parts with Astral Sorcery. So I've actually made a whole lot of platforms, which is just mirroring what we have on the other side. I haven't got anything underneath yet, which is fine. Hey Shifter, how you doing? Happy Friday. So this is kind of where I'm going to build up all of our stuff. So if you'll see, there's a bit of a pattern happening. We've got our platform over there. We've got our platform over here. Another one's going to go to the north and another one to the south. And then we're going to have solar panels in between, in the corners. It's going to look pretty neat, I think. So first up though, we need to build up our new platform. So I'm thinking here, I don't want to use this grey wackle stuff. I'm kind of feeling like we should use marble here. I have brought marble with me just in case I decided that that's what I wanted to do. And I think that's what I want to do. I'm going to sneeze. Hang on 1 second. Gesundheit. That's the right word? Is that what you say when you sneeze? Gesundheit? So let's have a look. What do we got here? Can we do this? And then do this. And then do this. I can. Okay. Ooh. Let's get this all in place. I assume that all the bits are going into my inventory. Oh, that's filling in underneath. Okay, let's break all these. It did not break. It did not fill in underneath. This is me just working out like how big I needed to make these platforms, because I didn't want them to be too small, but I also didn't want them to be like super big, because I've already got the big platform there. I didn't want these other little ones to be So overpowering. Okay. This in place. I don't know if I'm going to love this or hate this. It doesn't look terrible. I guess we'll find out. And then, do we have enough? We do. I want to put a layer underneath here because I've realized that I want to stick all this stuff underneath a layer. Hope that covered the whole thing. Can I see? Looks like we fell just short of marble. I guess we don't have to worry about it because we're going to dig in. How close were we? We missed out. Well, let's dig in and we'll see how much extra we get and we can fill in that bottom bit. So our middle point. So if you've never done Astral before, we are building this little platform ditty. So we need to dig out a 1, 2, 3, 4 out from the middle. That is our middle block, which I just dug straight through. Because, you know. Oh, that went into my... Okay, that's fine. Maybe I should use the hammer. My pick is a little too powerful. We're going to come out 4. Oh, yeah, we really didn't have enough room. Did not have enough marble on us at all. 4. Hang on, where's the middle? This is the middle. This is the middle. So then we're coming out here and here and here. Okay. Why does this not feel right? Is that right? I don't feel like that's centered. Because it's not. I'm off by a block. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm not. Oh, I am. Because it was 4 either side. Not... And I was counting the middle, so I was making that was 5. My bad. I need this marble back, my friends. Please give me back the marble. Thank you. Boom. And is that right then? Then I've got... No, I probably need to add another one on this side. This all makes sense, I promise. Cool. Okay. Let's do this. My goodness. This is where I need... This is why I needed this platform in place. Because of that. Ooh. Okay, that'll do me. Okay, center. Sweet. And then the corners go out like this for now. And this gets bigger as we grow. This first level is just a little wee baby one. And then what do we need? I always forget. I always have to look it up. Then we need the bricks. And the chiseled ones in the corners. Okay. So chisel ones in the corners. And then a whole lot of bricks. Like so. Then we have marble arches around the outside and pillars with more chiseled. So we'll do our pillars I really like these blocks. It's very cool looking. Oh, that is not correct. Oh man, this pick breaks marble so quickly. Maybe making a marble platform was a terrible idea. I may regret this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. And then we do our archways around the outside, which kind of blends in to the outside. But as long as it works, I'm okay with that. Because like I said, it does change over time. And worst case scenario, we can like adjust. Like maybe we do a brick border around the outside in the end. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Let's fill in these corners. And we will place the altar. Boom. Cool, it works. Let's place it the other way just so it faces this way. Okay, so you know it works when this bottom bar is not red. If the bottom bar is red, it means that your multi-block is not set up correctly. So it means maybe you've put the wrong block in the wrong place, or you've used the wrong material or something. So just be aware of that. But you can see at the moment we don't have a lot of Starlight. This needs to get like right up to there. Now we haven't necessarily built it in like a high Starlight area, but I think at night we're going to be just fine. And there are ways later in Astral where we can like augment the amount of Starlight we get to make it a lot easier. Let's push in towards some of that. So what's up next? A telescope. So we need to make a telescope. So we need some gold, some wood, and some sticks. And I've already got the looking glass because we made the looking glass. Where do we make the looking glass? Back here. So we made the looking glass all the way back there. So let's go get some... Oh, perfect. It's just becoming nighttime. Get some gold, some sticks, and some wood. And we will craft up ourselves a better telescope. And we can start discovering some more constellations. Okay, gold. Glass. No, not glass. Wood. And sticks. I need to look at what's involved in getting wireless. What's his name? Wireless crafting terminal. Just so that it's easier to access my inventory. Although I guess I could wire up access points up here now that I think about it. Because I gotta run cables up here anyway for the automation. Yeah, that's gonna look neat. I feel like I'm gonna need to put like upside down stairs around this because it feels real chunky right now. Like real chunky. That's okay. We can fix that up later. Okay, so now it's nighttime, so you can see we got way more Starlight. So let's grab... I did not get enough sticks. I need 3 sticks. And now it's raining, which is terrible because it means we won't be able to see the constellations. Rude. Okay, game. I see what tricks you're playing. I can play your game. I know how to deal with this. We will have to do a little bit of blood magic, but that's okay. It'll be worth it in the end. Now, does this affect the amount of Starlight you get? No. Oh, we're almost going to have a full altar. I guess I don't... Yeah, it's just after midnight. So yeah, it's going to be a full altar. That is great. Telescope. Telescope. Looking glass. I have that. Is here. And we need that. Take 2. Telescope. So you put all your items in. Wow, we do have a full altar. That is great. And then you right click it with your resonating wand. And it does very pretty animations. Emron, happy Friday. How you doing? There is our telescope. So for right now, I'm just going to place this over here. Ultimately, it's going to go over there with the observatory, but it is what it is. And because it's raining, we can't see Jack. Ugh. That is disappointing. How was your week, Emran? And Shifter, how was your week? Okay, so let's do something about that rain real quick, because ain't nobody got time for rain. So let's grab a bed, and there's another quest that we haven't done. Let's claim that while we're here. Another quest that we didn't do. The Imperfect Ritual Stone. This one. How bad's that to make? Iron Promise accepted as an exchange core tier 2. Had some pretty bad sleep. Yeah, that's not good. The week's been okay though. That's good. I'm glad the week's been okay. Yeah, bad sleep is not fun. Exchange a core tier 2. Exchange a core tier 2. Okay, we can do that. I'm guessing we need to keep tier 1 as well. We can do that. Yeah, this week I tried to reset my sleep schedule because my sleep has been just garbage since the start of lockdown, to be perfectly real. That doesn't go in there. And so yeah, it's been a whole thing. Trying to reset my sleep schedule. I had some luck this week. But it also meant I didn't get a lot done this week. Okay, we need 1 Imperfect Ritual Stone, which is missing 4 reinforced slate blocks. Really? I'm gonna do them real quick. Slate. No. Okay. Compressed. 4 times 4 is 16, so I need 16 of these guys. This won't take 2 shakes of a monkey's tail. You glad it's the weekend? You got any big plans for the weekend? I do need to automate this process, but I haven't got there yet. Let's see how well the mob farm keeps up. It seems to be keeping up. It's going down ever so slowly. But considering that it holds... Oh no, it's not. Hang on, I'm looking in the wrong spot. Yeah, no, it is. It's going down kind of slowly. Oh, please tell me all about the food choices, because I just want to go sit in a restaurant and have a laugh with friends. That would be fantastic. And tomorrow night's Friday, takeaway night. Got to be at least a little bit responsible. Can't afford to buy out every night of the week as much as I would like to. Could you imagine? Ooh, what's on that? I don't know what any of these things are, but I do love food, so I'm sure I would enjoy them. I'm a terrible human being. Okay, these get upgraded to blank slates, which then... Oh, no, I've done way not enough. I need a whole stack. I don't... Hang on, I need to go get more compressed. I needed a whole stack of these. I forgot it was 4 blocks. Wrap with meat, vegetables, garlic sauce. Yep, see? I told you I would like that. That works for me. Press stone. Is it, how do you pronounce it? Luck? No, I'm gonna butcher it. If I try to pronounce it, I'm gonna butcher it. Lamakun? See, I'm enunciating too many of the letters, I think. I feel like it's a smoother word to say. And I've just butchered that. Reinforced slate block. But this altar's keeping up. With even without the thingies. Meat, fries, cheese, vegetable, garlic salt. Sounds so good. Sounds so good. That sounds so good. I wonder if there's a Turkish place in the city that delivers. Huh. I'll have to look that up tomorrow night. Actually, there is a Turkish place downtown. I wonder if they deliver out here. I live a fair way out of the city. And there's a lot of places that don't deliver to where I live. It's a Dutch-Belgian recipe. Oh, okay. Why is it called Turkish pizza then? Or are they just very similar things? Oh, I'm having a little bit of lag there because marketing. Oh, I love it. Okay, yep. No, that's fair. That's fair. Well, I know for a fact that we don't have any... Actually, do I know for a fact? I don't think we have any Dutch restaurants here. I fear I am unable to taste these things. Let me do a real quick Google. See if Halifax has these things. That's not the thing I want. Hang on. Computer, keep up with me. Moving quickly. Oh no, I can get it at the Turkish place. Which is hilarious. Ooh. Okay. I feel like this is not going to be as good as what you're eating. But it is available here. I can get it. From the place that I thought I could get it from. Despite terrible naming. Okay. Almost there. This does run pretty quick. I'm pretty happy with this. Another 2. This should be relatively easy to automate as well once we hook this up. But it requires a little bit of logic and I need a phantom face to make it work well. So, and a phantom face... Phantom face requires a lot of empowered diamante plates. A lot. We might do that tomorrow, depending on how much blood magic stuff we need for the space, for making the space stuffs. I did get the ritual running. Yeah. That's what the I guess I've got mufflers happening, so you can't hear it, but it's all below us. Come down here. They're all just chilling. All the mobs. Powering the system. There's the ritual underneath. That was a lot of crafting. I had to make somewhere in the neighborhood of like 800 blank slates and then upgrade them to get enough ritual stones plus the master ritual stone. Plus, I needed to have this as a tier 4 altar to be able to do it. It was a process. But it's running, and I'm pretty happy with it. It seems to be pretty stable. We need to swap out some of these blank runes as sacrifice runes, because you see we haven't been able to keep up with what we've been crafting here. Pretty much run it dry. Yeah. Which is fine, you know, it's okay. I should maybe, I don't know, it'll be fine. There's only a couple of these. But yeah, so it's not quite keeping up to like run at full capacity, but you know, it's okay. It's pretty close. And that's it. We've done all the things. 4. There we go. And then I'll just chuck our Master Blood Orb back in there. So basically you just want to leave your Blood Orb in there, and then that will keep the ritual running. So you can see down the bottom left-hand corner there, we use a little bit of blood while the Blood Orb wasn't in there. But if we can get this, if we can get some sacrifice runes here and get this to the next altar level, and have more capacity and maybe a couple more sacrifice runes. Yeah, see, we've already filled back up again, and then that'll recharge. Because the running cost is significantly less than what we're using, which is neat. Okay, we got those slates. So now we can make the ritual stone so we can make it nighttime whenever we want. That is the whole plan here. So lesser, imperfect ritual stone. Perfect. Imperfect even. And then perfect ritual stone, and then I need a lapis block. Okay, cool. So we've got a bed, so we can make it nighttime again. Daytime, sorry. And then we use the imperfect ritual stone to make it nighttime. And that's how we will get rid of the rain. And then we'll be able to use our telescope, because at the moment we can't see jack. Very disappointing. Other than the fact that it's daytime. But you can see, so nothing because it's daytime. And I can't sleep because it's daytime. But if I just put a sneaky little U there, U on top, click, it's now dark. But because it's raining, I can't see. So then we do this. We can sleep, make the clouds go away. It'll be daytime again, which is unfortunate because we can't see anything. But then we can make it nighttime again. That does use a little bit of blood magic from our network to run. But actually, does it? Maybe it doesn't. I thought it did. But that didn't use any. So I think we're pretty good to go here. So now I should be able to see. Yeah, sparkly lights. This is what we wanted. I don't know what that constellation is. Oh, is that this one? This is a VODS. I think that's a VODS. Yeah, that's a VODS. So you and you and you and you and you and you and you, and that's there. Okay, so discovered constellation of VODS. Here we go. We've got Amara here. You can tell I have done Astral Sorcery once or twice before, right? This one's the shield. I don't know if I did that very well. And across the middle. Yeah, I didn't think I did that very well. Dang it. Try again. You to you. To you. To you. There we go. So that's Amara. No constellations there. Nothing there. Nothing there. We've already done. I don't remember what that one's called. Potux, didn't you say you weren't coming? You got people to go see, food to go eat. Oh, I guess it is still relatively early. This is fair. This is fair. How are you? How are you? How's Friday? What is that constellation? Oh, okay. I don't know what that constellation is. There's a lot of things sparkling here. Interesting. Will is stronger than yours. I love it. I don't think it's this one. I don't think it's Decidia. Oh, you know what? It looks like it is. Looks like it is. It's just a little bit janky because of the stars behind it. You over there, you over there, you down there, you there, you there. Oh, I right clicked. Left click only, no right click. The frying pan is leveling up nicely. My goodness, how many modifiers do you have on it now? Actually, no. Let's save that for Sunday. There you go. It is Decidia. Keep the surprises. Yeah, I need to do that on Saturday night. Finish leveling mine up. I'm gonna make a second one just in case it's too OP. Because I feel like it's gonna be too OP. Okay, so you can see now these constellations are marked in the sky. Shooting star. We need to go get the shooting star. Comfortable plus. You've looped a whole time and a half. Maybe not time and a half, but like getting close to it. Ah, don't get me, Mr. Skeleton. I need the shooting star. So these shooting stars, when they fall from the sky, when they land, they will explode into... Oh no. Did it despawn? No! I think it despawned. Because normally it would go all the way. I feel like that despawned. Ah, that's disappointing. Because when they land, they explode and you get bits from space. Oh, your frying pan. Right. Okay, why is there lava there? Interesting. Yeah, I think it burned up before it landed. That's disappointing. But yeah, so constellations, they kind of circle around the moon and they will travel with the moon. So the gaps are constellations that are not in the sky in this phase of the moon. It's a very cool system. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get that shooting star. Okay. This forest is very difficult to navigate. Just saying. We need to look at flight and what's involved in that. Because surely we must be getting close to flight now. I know we've skipped over the jetpacks, so maybe we'll look at the jetpacks tomorrow when we're doing the space stuff. The sign needs a lot of attention. Oh no. I think I've got mine sharpest and unbreaking, and I added fiery and loot. But it's only fiery 1. So it definitely could be improved. Godlike. Okay. Yep. You've definitely got a lot further than I have. So if you want more stars in the sky, you can't just use the ritual again, because the ritual will rewind the current day. If I sleep till morning and then use the ritual again to make it nighttime, the day will shoot forward and we'll have new constellations in the sky. Now, I may not have discovered the new constellations yet, and it doesn't look like I have, but we have a whole lot of constellation paper in our refined storage system. So let's go grab that and see what new constellations we learn about. God, like, so you must have like 7 or 8 modifiers to work with. Oh, maybe not that many. Maybe 6. So constellation paper you pick up from the Astral Sorcery structures around the world in the chests. But you can also craft specific ones. If you have the ingredients and a high enough level altar, you can craft them. But you will, if you go and, oops, if you go and collect them, you will learn. Right? Is that disabled? No. Interesting. Oh, maybe I need to do the next thingy, the next tier. Maybe I need the next tier. Okay, maybe I won't stress just yet. I thought once you unlocked that you got, oh no, because no, we just unlocked the first level of the telescope. That's right, we've done the right thing. It's all good. Let's claim this while we're here. Put that stuff away. And then let's grab thermal expansion exchanging core. Okay. And let's jump back to the white magic. So then we need to make a linking tool rod. That's pretty easy. How much aquamarine do we have? Ooh, we've just got enough. You upgraded your phone? You think you made a mistake? Ooh, that's not cool. What did you... Now, we have a lot of rock crystals because we're getting rock crystal ore from the void miner. Highly lost a day. Ooh, yeah, sometimes it's better just to replace the battery in those things. Oh, yes, the Pro Max is huge. Also, like the most expensive phone that you can buy from Apple. It's gonna take some really good photos of your doggos. That's for sure. It's a nice phone from all accounts. The screen's really nice. But yeah, I don't know. I've never had like a big phone. I don't think I could do like a big phone. I think you've got, if you bought it from Apple, you've got 14-day return. So you could swap it for like just the 12 Pro. So you get the smaller size, but still all the features. I needed sticks. You get used to it? Yeah, probably. And then you'll be like, oh, how did I ever live without this giant phone? Like legit. I have friends who did exactly that. They were like, man, once I went big, I never went back. I need 2. But they love it. I don't think I could do a big phone. I'm one of those people who has their phone with them all the time, but I don't think, like, I don't carry my phone with me, if that makes sense. Like it's nearby, but it's not on me. But I feel that if I got the big one, then I would like really not want to carry it around. Maybe it'd be fine. Okay, linking tool. Cool. Oh, there's another shooting star. What are the chances that that one will land? Should we go after it? Let's go after it. It's not going to fall very far from us. Ah, yeah. Actually, it's going to fall like really close to us. Nope. It said no. Oh, you know what? Maybe I've already discovered all the things that's in them. Maybe that's why they're not landing. Yeah, like, for someone who spends their entire, like, life online, I don't actually use my phone really at all if I can avoid it. It's just, like, I'm already connected on the computer, right? So if I get out my phone, I'm going to scroll through Instagram or something and my day's gone. It's that simple. 2 lenses. Oh, really? Really, game? Okay, so lenses are a bit of a magical beast in that... Right. Yes. See, I don't get a lot of phone calls. Although, even those I answer on the computer. Because the work phone is like a digital phone. It forwards to my actual mobile. But generally speaking, I just answer it on the computer. So lenses, you will get more lenses based on the size and quality of the crystal that you use for crafting. So what we probably want to do is see if we can find a good rock crystal, because I don't think we can make the celestial crystals yet. Yep, I get that. So we want to get at least 2. So I think we need to get a fairly big rock crystal. Does it say anything here? We actually have enough Starlight in this altar, so I don't actually need these lenses, but in theory we could use the collector crystal over in that Astral Sorcery temple over there and beam it via these lenses all the way up here if we needed to. But because this already fills up at night, we don't actually need to do that. But for the quest, we will. So the only downside here... Can I make this yet? No, that requires the next tier of altar. Okay, so I need to make some more Aquamarine, which is what I thought I was going to need to do. So I've got 2 choices here. I can either make the essence or we can upgrade our Void Ore Miner. Now we do know that we're close to upgrading our Void Ore Miner, like what we were looking at earlier. I just don't know if we've got enough crystals yet to do it. How many do we need? We need 9 more. Because the recipe for crafting Aquamarines is terrible. I've only got 2 left. So 5 essence makes 4. That's a great recipe. It's definitely something we will be using. 1 Aquamarine shell makes 2, or it's 3 if we can tectonic it. I don't think we can get a better return. I mean, that's a pretty good recipe. A lot of aluminum though. But 60 is a pretty good recipe. 60, like get a whole stack if you had boosting mixture. That's not a terrible recipe at all. Oh, and I can do it with lapis as well. But I'd still like to do it more passively. So I think what we want to do is we want to make enough that we can get essence. Because even if we can get the Void Ore Miner tier 3, it's only a 1.3% chance. So over time we'll get a lot, but for what we're trying to do now, at least if I make Aquamarine Essence, I can put a whole lot of growth accelerators under it, and I can water it and I can speed boost it that way to get enough that I can make enough Aquamarine for what we need. So let's see how much Chironite we had. Oh, I've got another. Ooh. Okay, so that's the 8 Chironite we needed. Can I do this? Hang on, let's have a look. I need 4 empowered. 4 of these. How much Terra Steel is I going to need? 36. I can make 36 Terra Steel. Believe it or not. Because of that crazy Britannia setup we've got. I actually can make, I think, almost 48 before I run out of mana. Although it's going to need to make 36 mana diamonds as well. Plus 36 mana diamonds I need to actually craft this. Potox wins. That is fantastic. I absolutely love that Santa takes photos with pets. Is that I love it. Is that like put on by a local pet shop, or it was only for pets? Yeah, okay. That is fantastic. I love it. That's so brilliant. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this. Diamonds. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. 36 of these. It's a lot of mana, but I think it'll be fine. I think it'll work. So I think each mana diamond is a 10th of a pool. Oof, that's a lot of. It's a lot. Okay, mana steel. And another 15, 21. This is why we made this, this is why we made this mana pool the dominant one, so it always gets refilled. Because that way these crafts can just run. And then I need another 15. Another 21 of those. Let's see how much mana we've got left after doing this. Oof. Probably not a lot, to be honest. You know what? No, the mana steel and the mana pearls don't actually use up heaps of mana. Oops, I do need that. I just want it turned off while I do this. I have not yet worked out how or if I want to automate mana steel. Oh, everything's running. Oh, wow. Only use up 1 pool of mana. That sounds amazing, Emran. The foods. Love the foods. Okay, so we can do this. We should have enough mana to make all of these, because all these pools are full, and these pools will make like 40 something. So, but yeah, I don't know if I want to automate this. I figure it would make more sense to have enough, made that we just can get seeds rather than manually crafting it every time we need to, because it is kind of expensive on resources and mana. So if we can do it with essence, that would definitely be the better option. JC, happy Friday, my friend. How goes? Oops, I totally just picked. What a waste of mana that was, guys. Don't ever do that. So much crafting. Yeah, so if I was going to do this, I would need to if I was going to automate this, I would need a way to know, is there enough mana if there is enough mana, drop the items, one of each, and then do a timer so it doesn't drop anything until it finishes crafting, and then check to see if there's enough mana and repeat the cycle. Oh, can I? No. That doesn't seem to work. I would believe that. That seems like the kind of thing Britannia would do. Doesn't look like it works for this agglomeration plate anyway. I know there's another agglomeration plate in this pack that I've never seen before. Or maybe I've just ignored it before. No, I think it's part of the add-on. But it's fine. This won't take long. But yeah, I feel like automating this would be really tricky and tedious to do. I am doing okay, JC. I had a week where I tried to, where I tried to regenerate the batteries. You know? I did a lot of sleeping, which meant I didn't get as much work done as I had planned to get done, but I did get done most of the things that I needed to get done this week. I knocked 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I knocked 7 of the 10 things off my list for this week. And an 8th one is like really close. I probably could finish that on Sunday afternoon. Which technically is still part of this week as far as I'm concerned. My week starts on a Monday. So yeah, so I'm pretty okay with that. And I mean, it's Friday, so I've really got nothing to complain about. And we just crafted 36 Terra Steel. My goodness. That definitely drained our batteries. But it will recharge again. Oh man, interesting. Oh, it also took from all of those. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe I need to put dominant on these 3 as well, so it doesn't steal from these ones. I mean, it's probably fine, because these ones are already full. This one would be nice to be full. Oh, so you can't work at all? How disappointment. Well, that's nice. It's good to have some downtime. Hang out with the family. Ooh, a blood moon? You're kidding me. Oh, you got cyberpunked, Emron? Did you make a character with a giant penis? Because, you know, like, isn't that what everybody's doing? It does look like fun. It is just a normal one. You do have the option to not give it a penis as well, which I thought that was interesting. Yeah, it's been really mixed reviews. I feel like I want to play it, but I think I want to wait until I can get... I feel like I want to play it, but I want to wait until I can get a PS5 and they release the PS5 version in the new year. That's what I'm thinking. Give them a little bit of time to fix some of the bigger bugs that people have been reporting. I mean, maybe it's fine and it, like, I wouldn't hit those bugs, but yeah. Still on the list. Got a T-pose the first half hour? Okay. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, crazy scope of project and everything turned upside down with most of the team working from home for the better part of the last, like, 9 months. So, you know, things that just can't work. Yeah, post it on the Discord. What did I make on the Terracia 4 shifter? I made it for... What was I making? Oh, the empowered Diamante blocks. I need 4 of these. 4 of those to upgrade our... Which is very expensive crafting, my goodness. To upgrade to our tier 3 Void Oil miner, which will get us Aquamarine. It'll get us Jackson and... a whole lot of the other ores that I don't have yet. That is definitely a T-pose. At least it wasn't your character, Emran. It was one of the bar people. I've heard also... Oh, you could talk to... I heard also that apparently it runs actually pretty well on Stadia, which is a joke, but it's actually apparently runs pretty well on Stadia. So you know, that's an option. That's an option. Okay, we've got 2. While that is crafting, it's not a Switch. It's a bit like that shifter. It is a bit like that shifter. I don't know. I think, like I said, I think when it comes out on PS5, like the official upgraded version, and I can actually get my hands on a PS5, then I think I'll check it out. Probably won't check it out on stream. I don't feel like it's a stream friendly game. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it would be fine. But I don't feel like that's something that I'll sit on the couch and play too many hours when I should be doing other things. Hydrate. I almost ran out of caffeine. I'm gonna need more caffeine. But that is a good idea, Emran. Everybody drink. Skull. No, don't skull. Don't skull. Preferably drink water. It's better for you. Okay. There is our 4 empowered diamantes. Let's see what else we can get. We need lenses. Clear. I need another 5 of these. Unsweetened tea. That works. That works. What else do we need? Void miner. Tier 3. I need 2 blocks of platinum, a fractum block, and 2 blocks of mana diamonds, and 2 data storage. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. How many of these did I need? 5, 6. Yes, good. I did count that correctly. Mana diamond. So I need to do that and hope that I have enough mana for that. That's going to be a little bit close. Don't like sweet tea? You know, everyone has their own preferences. Can I craft this here or do I have to? I can craft that there. 2 blocks of mana diamond. Our chironite blocks that we've already crafted before. And then... Tier 3, I need a fractum block. Ooh. Oh, I've got 20. That's okay. Can I craft this here? No. I need to go chuck this into the factorizer. Okay, so this is at least going to give us like a passive income of... too slow. It's going to give us a passive income of Aquamarine. But I think we still go down the line of creating the seed because we will just get more with the seed. What else do I need? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of elementium. 5 times 9, 45. Hello, let me click. Elementium. Do I have enough mana for 45? I hope so. I'm doing... We got enough stuff to do the upgrade for our tier 3 miner. I did use Emran. I apologize. It's been a long week. My brain doesn't work so great at the end of the week. I should have done that in my head. You are absolutely correct. I'm upgrading my Void Ore miner to tier 3 to get Aquamarines so that I can use them for the crafting that we're doing. I don't know why I used a calculator for that. That is not something I would normally need a calculator for. Okay. And then these need to be factorized as well into blocks. Brain is dead. Exactly. Okay, cool. They're doing their thing. Been a long week. Every week's a long week, but you know, as you get close to the end of the year, it becomes a long week. Okay, what are we missing? It's always easier to do it this way. Oh, so I need one more lens. I need the platinum and the silicone. Silicone block, that's 1, 2. I need one more lens, because I apparently didn't count correctly. We don't have calculus 24/7. Yeah, well, they were wrong. But now, do they even still learn times tables? Because of frickin' Common Core math? Do they even still learn times tables? Okay. Good. I'm glad that they still learn times tables. Because that would make me very sad. And then I need platinum, right? Do I have that auto-craftable? I don't. Make a couple of blocks. Gonna teach them regardless? Yeah. I'm pretty sure we had to know up to 12 by 12. You know? That was like up to your 12 times table. That kind of covers all the main stuff. Yeah. I think that seems like a reasonable kind of level to get to. This grain bait crafting occasionally gets jammed up. So you can see it's now it's running a whole lot. Seems to be fine now. I don't know why that is. Data. Okay. So that should be everything, right? Then the only thing we don't have is the miner. I've got to go grab that. Oh, I need an elite control circuit. You craft one of those, please. And I'm going to go break my miner down in the basement. Do not have a lot of inventory space on me, so let me just put these things in here for a second. Put that away. Why does everyone do big controllers? Okay, so a couple of different parts to that, Shifter. Each face of the controller can take up to 32 channels. So as your network becomes bigger and more crazy, you will need more channels than what you can easily make on the on one controller. Then beyond that, the what's what I'm looking for? The maximum size you can make the controller is a 7x7 multi-block. It won't go any bigger than that. So that's why you quite often will see people make giant cubes. If you try to make it any bigger than 7 blocks, it'll freak out and they'll all go red. And then the other part of that is you can only have one controller multi-block on a network. If you wanted to put a second controller on, it would have to be touching one of the existing controllers on the network. Otherwise, same problem, the network bugs out and says, nope, can't do it. So that's generally why you see people do the giant block, because that way you've also then got heaps of different faces. It's easy to go up or down or left or right, depending on where your machines are in comparison to your controller, and kind of go from there. And especially when you get into like some late game, well, not even necessarily late game, but like some heavy automation and like you're maxing out those 32 channels for like interfaces with molecular assemblers. Like you want to get into P2P so that you can then maximize your connections and very quickly use up all of your interfaces. It gets crazy quickly. We need the elite. But that is why. That is why. But you don't have to start that big. You can start with 1 block. You don't need to start with the, whatever it is, 30 something blocks, 40 something blocks. Okay, tier 3 Void Ore Miner. Boom! Crystal lens, good. It did not put, I don't want it to put the crystal lens in here. Tier 3. Fantastic. Okay, let's put those away. Now I've already made, like I said, I've already made the tier 3 structure frames. You miss refined storage. I am enjoying, so I haven't played with refined storage since the longest time. And I am actually really enjoying refined storage. It's definitely got quirks compared to what I'm kind of used to. But like, yeah, it's definitely fun. Definitely fun. 52 structure panels. I need 8 modifiers. Okay, so we're going to use a crystal lens. I need another laser core. I need more modifiers. Laser. Another laser core. Null. Let's get another 4 nulls. I think, yeah, I'm enjoying not having to worry about channels, but I know that's also an option, is to turn off channel usage in AE2. Like you can disable the channel limits, and I know some packs do that. 36. How many did I say I needed? 52. Yeah, it's in the config. Yep. So if you were playing single player and you didn't, like you weren't playing on a server and you were like, you know what, I want to play this pack, but I don't want to deal with channels, then you could turn it off. And I think if this pack, if DDSS had it turned off, I may have stuck with AE2, but because of the cost of making the controllers and the extra complexity of channel management, I decided, nope. What do I need? 52. 36. Another 16. Another 16 of these. I don't have enough iron bars. Have a good night, Emran. Enjoy sleepy times. You just had dinner. Oh my goodness. Couldn't go to sleep on a full stomach. Have a good night. Iron bars. That's annoying. Cool. Iron rods. I should be able to make. Oh, it wasn't dinner? I love it. I love it. Midnight snacks. I'm on board. I'm on board. I feel like this is not going to be enough. I don't think I made enough. Okay, bye. Okay. It's good to have replicators. Or it is enough, cool. It's really good to have replicators for making connectors. When I say replicator, I'm talking about this ooh, no. Oh, it's disabled. Hang on. Oh, maybe it's not in this pack. No, it is in this pack. No, it's not. Never mind. It's not in this pack. I guess the fluid replicator UU matter, right? Oh, it is in here. Oh, UU matter from Tech Reborn, though. Oh, okay. So there isn't a fabric. Is there a fabricator? Fabricator? Matter fabricator. This thing. I assume. My goodness, look at that recipe. Blood infused diamonds. Majestic catalysts. Demonic slate blocks. Oh my goodness. Nope. We're miles away from that. Okay, cool. But we do have enough, I believe, to do this. And then this one is 1 block taller. Okay, cool. Let's get our assembler. So this will start getting us Aquamarine. But while this is getting us Aquamarine, I'm going to still make the Aquamarine seed. I hope. We may not have the stuff we need for that, because that is kind of expensive. Okay, so we need to go up 1 block here. Do I have any blocks with me? I do. Multi-jump's great, except when it's not. And we're going to need to move this guy. And you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, and then we're going to put our... Oops. Controller Mark III there. Get these out of the way. And then stand back. Am I clicking? I'm not clicking. I'm not close enough. There we go. Can I stand on that, please? Thank you. So then this will auto craft our little machine here. And we're looking for that to say assembled to true in the bottom left hand corner there. Right? Torch, get out of my way. It can't place blocks where there are already blocks. Okay, there's one more. One more stopping us from crafting. Where is it? I mean, I can place these myself. Oh, what? Weird. Desync. Weird desync. Why do I have 1 extra? One of these under here. There. There we go. Assembled true. Okay, cool. Does a lot, as in it gets stuck or it desyncs a lot? I haven't noticed it desyncing a lot. Oh, wow. This is going to be fast. How much power does this use? Oh dear, do we have a problem? Oh no, we're fine. 750 is fine. Ah, okay, interesting. Okay, and we are using a crystal laser lens, so we will generally, like, the focus is on getting more crystals. So then we can upgrade to the next tier. But Void Ore Miner tier 3. Yeah, so we had a Void Ore Miner tier 2, right? This was getting us all this stuff, all this stuff, all this stuff, and so on and so on and so on. And it was getting us stuff like Resident Endstone, which is nice. What it wasn't getting us though is Jaxum, Ovium, and Karasite, whatever it's called. Camasine, I think. So the Tinker's ores, and it wasn't getting us Aquamarine. Tier 3 gets us the new Palladium crystals. Also gets us Lonzote crystals, which is great. Excuse me. But it also starts to get us... Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it gives us Dimensional Shard ore, which is nice. There, Aquamarine Shale. And we get, oh, we get Tiberium ore. I don't have to mine that in the Nether anymore. Oh, we also get dilithium ore? Sweet. Okay, we get all the Tinker's alloys. Yeah, so this is what I was after. I was after these ones. Jaxum, Carmesine. Super nice that I get Tiberium as well. Dilithium's awesome as well. We can craft dilithium, but this is a better way of doing it. Oh, it's also getting us Ezo and Osram and Duranite and Vanadium. I think we're already getting Vanadium. Oh, it's going to get us unexpected minerals from Rockhound as well. Interesting. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're getting like Palladium and stuff from the end. And I guess that's tier 4. Gonna guess Palladium requires tier 4. Yeah, so this is, so tier 4 will give us Uru, Abyssium, Palladium, and Aurum. Okay, and Valerium, and Promethium. Okay, so this is, so we want to get to tier 4, so then we can make unlimited Solarium, among other things. Oh, that's just going to give us Prosperity Shards. Interesting. And Meteorite Cobble Blocks. Okay, okay. For Obsidianite Ingots. Yep. Cool. Oh, wow. That's moving pretty quick. Let's grab that. Pretty sure everything else here we already have in the wall. I can always do... Oh, silicone ore. I don't think we were getting that before either. Let's chuck that on there. Okay, cool. So that's going to just run in the background. Hopefully, oh, I should really check our power supply. Make sure that that is actually turning off. You know what? That's been fine since I installed that chunk loader. The ugly chunk loader that's under my base. It's running fine. When this is off, that means it's doing what it's meant to do. And then it'll kick on, and then it turns off. Perfect. Should check how much uranium I've got actually. I think we'll be fine. But let's put this guy, what's this? This is also called Palladium, just different Palladium. In a wall. So I can collect all of that. Okay, cool. So now there's Aquamarine Shale. So let's chuck that in the wall as well. Man, that's coming in really quickly. We may have to set up like auto processing of our like automatically processing the ore. Because like I've got 17,000 iron ore that I haven't processed. 9,000 lead ore, 5,000 gold. Sorry, 8,000 gold. Heaps of copper. I mean, well, we're not getting heaps. Yeah. Yeah, you believe I didn't have gold? Now I've got 8,500 gold there. I've got 1,500 ingots, plus I've got almost 2,000 gold essence. We've come a long way, kids. Come a long way. Okay. Oops. I want that book back. So, now that we've got a supply of Aquamarine, only 400 hours in. It's only 400 hours in. What are you trying to say? Okay, so pulverizes our easiest option for now. I don't have tectonic petroleum. That is a quest that I need to do in the mystical agriculture. Right? Maybe not. Oh no, only the blizz. I don't have the basalt yet. I guess that's in tier 3. Yeah, I don't have the basalt yet. That's fine. We'll just do this manually for now. It's not going to give us enough aquamarines, so we probably still need to craft some. But that's okay. Okay, let's craft up some aquamarines. Let's change this book back to... Well, hang on. Let's real quick look what we need for the next tier. So for tier 4, we need 56 tier 4 structure frames. Let's just teach you how to make that real fast. Tier 4 structure frames. Ooh, Dianite ingots and emerald plates. Interesting. Always takes a second for that big multi-block to update when you have added a new recipe. So 56 of this guy. Yeah, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need a few things. Oh, the system doesn't know how to make fractum? Hey, Kenzie, how you doing? Why does the system not know how to make fractum? I guess I just made a huge batch of it and never taught the system how to make fractum. Let's teach us how to make fractum real quick. Can I just get like normal obsidian? Just normal obsidian. There we go. I am doing pretty good. How about yourself? You having a good Saturday? Ooh, we're full. It's not Saturday. It's still Friday. I mean, it might be Saturday where you are. Who knows? That is why we have not crafted this yet. Never mind. We'll come back to fractum. That's not what we're focusing on right now. So let's change this back to our Astral Sorcery book. And we want to work on whatever the next quest is. Oh, we were making lenses. That's why we needed aquamarines. Right. From Scotland? Okay, so it's pretty late for you then. It's getting close to Saturday. Actually, it may be Saturday. You're 4 hours ahead of me. So it's the wee small hours of the morning. Sorry, that was terrible. I shouldn't have made that pun. Yeah, it's like what? 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning? Yeah. Nice. Okay. So it is Saturday. You are correct. I was right in the first place. I read your mind. I can do that. No, I can't do that. Don't worry, you're safe. I can't hear what's going on in your head. Wouldn't that be terrible if people could hear what was going on in your head? They wouldn't know. There'd be too much noise. Have you seen that trailer for that movie where that's a thing? That looks cool. That looks very cool. What's it called? I don't remember what it's called. That's what I mean, JC. It's like There's so much noise in my head. I think it would be overwhelming for most people. Well, actually, I think it's the same for most people. I think there's so much noise in most people's heads. I think if we could all read each other's minds, we would be so overwhelmed by each other that like we'd all have to go into solitary confinement for the rest of eternity. That would be the end of the human race, which is pretty much what that movie's all about. I wish I could remember what it's called. I was too far back in Discord. Too far back. Was it too far back? Let me scroll really quick. Oh, maybe it's too far back. And thank you for the follow, Kenzie. Welcome to the pack. Oh, that last little sip from that can went down the wrong way. What was the name of the movie? The Noise or something? Where is the movie trailer? Oh man. Chaos Walking. Chaos Walking. Where everyone could hear, like you could hear what goes on in people. Yeah, that looks really cool. That looks really cool. Okay, so we need to make lenses. So what I want to do, I want to get the biggest rock crystal we can find. I need to make lenses as well. Ah, that's more aquamarine. Dang it. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of aquamarine. Okay, so how many aquamarines do we need to make the seeds? Okay, we got another one here. Seeds. Okay, I need 8. I think it makes more sense to make the seeds. That's a lot of supreme. How much supreme do we have? Oh, yeah. Can I do a tier 5 seed? Can I do a tier 5 seed? I cannot. I'm missing 1 valerium ingot. 1 valerium ingots. What does pasta do? Pasta is just a way of reminding me to sit up straight. Reminds everyone to stretch. Make sure that they're looking after themselves, because we spend so much time sitting on our butts playing video games. That's what posture is all about. And same for the hydrate. Hydrate just reminds us to drink water or your beverage of choice. And reminds all of you guys to do the same. We need 1 valerium ingot. Are we getting valerium with our new fancy void ore miner, or is that tier 4? No, that's tier 4. So I would need to go Y14 to get some more valerium. I want this seed, folks. We need to go do a little bit of mining. I apologize in advance. Where are we going? The nether. The nether. Oops. Oh, those elevators in a terrible spot. Who put those there? I know, that's me. It's me. Okay, let's quickly go to the nether. We just need one block. One block is all I need. Hopefully it will take us like no time at all. This is the thing, like this pack requires so many detours for all of the materials that you require. This is why part of it is like, it's like the void ore miners are going to help a lot, especially once I get upgraded to tier 4, because then I think that gives me everything that I need. This isn't squirrel. This is 100% on point. We need aquamarines. Easiest way to get that is with seeds. Passive way of getting that was with the void ore miner. See, it's all related. Okay. You must be getting close to another level up on this. No, not even close. Really? Holy moly. The next level on this... Yeah, so close. It's only 200,000 freaking blocks away. That is nuts. I can't even believe that the next level is that high. I saw you, Mr. with a skeleton. I don't got time for your shenanigans. I have mining to do. Oh, he's a magic guy. And we're stuck. We're stuck! Yes, the paper signs, you absolutely have to, need something to break that with. You have to put sharpness on them. Otherwise, you're not going to do enough damage to get experience quickly enough. Basically is what it comes down to. These are the things that we learned. Okay, so why 14? So that's on this one, yeah? And that's 18. 15. So like down 1. Let's put away our sword. Okay, on this level's where we want to be mining. Excuse me, Mr. Corrupted Tainted Soil. I don't know what tainted soil is. Oh, that mines really slowly. Oh, interesting. Is there always dimensional shards inside of tainted soil? Is that a thing? I've been digging around the tainted soil. Maybe I should be digging into the tainted soil. No, it's not always a thing. It was worth checking. Worth checking. Gotta for science all this stuff. So okay, so if it spawns at Y14 the most, we probably should go to Y13, because then we'll be digging in the middle of our screen. Let's do a real quick diggeroo. See if we can't find ourselves some valerium. Real quickly. Looks like I have not had any luck there. This is a very rare ore, so the chances of finding it straight up pretty slim. But I think we'll, Ooh, Sinbar ore. I will take that. That is definitely something I can use. No valerium though. It's okay. We'll dig this direction. Oof. Why is that so slow to break? That is vulcanite, which is not what we want. But the one we do want is also a red ore. Which makes it really hard to see in the nether. Because it looks very similar to this. Checking the floors too, just in case. I've got the thing turned on where it rotates the patterns. So sometimes when like 4 patterns come together, they make like a spot that looks like an ore, but it's not. It's just because the way they rotated. I feel bad doing this to the nether, but I need the resources. I don't think it's spawned, like, I don't actually know if there's, like, biome specific. I've only found it so far in the hell biome. It's not what we're after. So I don't know if I go into that stuff, if we'll find any. But we'll head this general direction. What was that noise? That was weird. What is that noise? That was strange. Are you asking me, Protox? I think I'm okay. Ooh, I will take the Prometheum. I think I'll be okay because I'm pretty sure that tomorrow night I can get that leveled up. Ooh, I've got to do that with a pickaxe. I don't think I'll get like, because even what I've got now already does 10 damage, right? So even if I don't get it any further leveled up, I think it's okay. I may regret those words, but you know, gotta keep it interesting. No, they're both Vulcanite. I just want one tiny piece. We do need to decide on armor. What are we thinking? Well, hang on. We probably need to experiment, right? We probably need to work out, like, can we take on the Chaos Chicken with something other than Draconic armor? Like, or are we just gonna get wrecked? Hello, Mr. Skeleton. Because I know Geordie... Geordie was wearing... I mean, maybe that's part of the fun, though. Could try premium armor. I'd be intrigued to try, Oh, there we go. This is what we're after. Oh, lava! I'd be intrigued to try... I'm surprised we dug all of this and only found one pocket of lava. This is impressive. I'd be intrigued to try, like, Supremium armor. We need something that gives us flight. Yeah, Supremium armor gives you flight. Or Stellar armor. It's the next level up from the Dark Steel. But that doesn't give you flight. You'd need an Angel Ring or something. This is what we're after. 1 Valerium ore. Please and thank you. Okay, slash home. Literally, I just wanted one. That's all we needed. So yeah, so the Stellar armor would need some form of flight. So that might not work. Although, I mean, it's not hard to make the what's his names? The brain not working. It is not difficult to make the Angel Ring. Just takes a little bit of finagling. Tainted soil. Tainted soil needs to go on a wall. Love that I've got an elevator. But yeah, it'd be good to have something that gives us a little bit of a challenge, but not something that is like too much that it's like we're just dying over and over and over and over again. You know? That's true. You can do that as well. We can do it without flight. The Stellar at least gives you lots of upgrade options. Like you can put the speed on the legs so you can still run fast and stuff like that. And it looks cool. Netherrack. Let's find a netherrack. We can upgrade. Like a soul. Oh, yeah. The Dark Steel armor is a really cool... Don't see the Stellar armor? I don't have it in this pack, so I can't show you. Is it 1L? I think it's 1L. And then you can with the dark steel anvil, you can add all of the dark steel upgrades. Plus, you can also enchant that armor, so you can still be pretty OP. But it won't give you the chaos protection, so you may still die straight away. Like, it might be worth going and testing it real quick to see if it works. Seeing how bad it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you've got to craft it. I guess it doesn't have EMC because it needs the splicer or the slice and splice to make the diode for it. What am I looking for? Seed, tier 5. We'll make a tier 5 seed. Yes. Such an expensive craft, my goodness. I hope this doesn't need a crux. I assume it won't. Aqua. I don't see an aquamarine crux, so we should be okay. Okay, tier 5 seed. Superium. Wow, that used a lot of Superium as well. I need 16. And then I need Aquamarine. And there we go. There's the other 2 we needed. Then basically you just need a, like I said, a dark anvil, so you can do all the upgrades. So I do recommend getting up to the Empowered 5. So you're going to do Empowered 1, Empowered 2, Empowered 3, Empowered 4, Empowered 5. It is worth doing, because with Empowered 5, you get 95% damage reduction as long as your armor has power. So that, I feel, will kind of help with the Chaos Chicken stuff. I think with Empowered 4, you get like 75% armor reduction or something. I don't remember which one it is. There is our 8 Aquamarines. And now we have Aquamarine Seed. Boom. I'm sure that's a quest, but not today. I want to get, because we've only made one of these, I want to get growth accelerators. So I need 10 mana diamond and 40 mana steel. $10 mana diamonds. I assume by now we have enough mana to do that. Sure do. And 40 mana steel. Melodic blocks? Why are you casting melodic blocks? And then we need some fertile soil. And we need Inferium coal, I want to say. Inferium essence and compressed stone. Essence, so I need 40 of those. Yeah, I think the only thing that isn't EMC is the capacitor, the one that's used to craft it. Even that may have EMC, but that's made in the slice and splice, so maybe it doesn't. And compressed. Let's grab that. This is going to make our 10 growth accelerators. Beautiful. And we can go put this up in the system. So this will give us Aquamarines for days. The question is, where does Aquamarines go at? Mystical Seed. Aquamarines pretty high tier there. Boron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from boron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1 from mineral. I don't think I've got mineral, but I'm pretty sure I've got boron. Oh, I've got mineral. And boron. Okay. Boron. Mineral. So that's boron and that's mineral? Boron. Mineral. Aquamarine. You live there. So you're that corner. Okay. This corner here. All of the tick acceleration. I mean, 9 will do. I don't think a 10th one is going to make that much of a difference for us. This should grow basically instantly. I guess it's not quite growing instantly. Like at all. Why one? Come on, one more. One more grow. Grow 85. There we go. Okay. So let's grab that. Need witch souls? Oh, you need witch. Why do you need witch souls? Boron, mineral. For the thingy? For the thingy? Oh yeah, I made a powered spawner for that. Yeah. I made a powered spawner for the witch souls. And then just caught a whole bunch of them. Because you can make the witch with the barrel, right? Or maybe I went and caught one out of my mob farm. I may have just caught one out of the mob farm to make it. Okay, cool. See, we've already got 2 essence, and 5 essence makes 4 aquamarines. So that's like huge. Huge. I want to get some upgrades on that. I'm just going to put a cheeky one of these in there, I think. I got them from a quest reward, I guess. I'm going to put 2 cheeky ones of those in there. Aquamarines is something that I definitely will need a lot of. And we can always swap them out later. Okay. Void 2 aquamarines. So that'll hold heaps. Heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps. Yeah, see, we've already got enough to make 4 aquamarines. That is beautiful. Our investment is paying off. Okay, so let's teach this how to make aquamarine using this recipe. And don't forget, you can also enchant that armor, so it's worth doing that. Give yourself protection and stuff. Beautiful. Okay. So there we go. Aquamarines, we win. Okay, so now I can make these without having to worry so much. So I need, oh, well, sorry. So we need 4, 8, 12, 13, 14 aquamarines. Okay. mean, that's a fair amount. That's fine. We can do this because now we've got lots coming in. We should probably upgrade our watering can so we can make those grow faster. How much does it cost to upgrade my watering can? Is there a quest to upgrade the watering can? We should check that out first. There is. Signalium watering can. Rich phyto grow. Let's make 5 rich phyto grow first. Rich phyto grow. Sure. Put you in a wall. And then claim that. Silicone essence, you can go in there. Ooh, pumpkins. Pumpkins are good because pumpkins will turn into cakes as part of our Astral Sorcery automation so that we can make, so that we can use cakes for mana production. So Signalium watering can. There's a 9x9 area. Cool. What's the upgrade for this? So we can get more Aquamarines quicker. That's a little expensive. A Signalium plate and 2 blocks. Cool. But we should be able to do that. That shouldn't be a problem. Remember when this was shenanigans? I'm really glad it's not shenanigans anymore. This is so much easier now. Granted, I have spread out this base just a little too much for some of the auto crafting. It was running, right? Yeah. But I'm spread it out for scale. Like, because I expect to use up most of this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay. Signalium, 2 blocks, plus that, plus the phyto grow. And then upgraded watering can. Boom. Cool. So now I should be able to water those Aquamarines like nobody's business so that they grow faster. Except filling this watering can, because it now takes 40 buckets. That's a lot of water. I need to put a, that's something we should do. Put a water tank up here that I can just instantly refill with. Because, yeah, it's already empty. What? Really? That upsets me. Let's get a source of water up here. Do I have a source of water up here? Why do I feel like I already have a source of water up here somewhere? Maybe I don't. Oh, it's coming nighttime. Let's check the constellations, see if there's any new ones. I don't think there will be. Pretty sure we need to get to the next tier of the altar before we get more constellations. Yeah. No new ones yet. We'll get them. We'll get them. It'll be fine. I just need more Aquamarines. More. But I think if we make a quick aqueous accumulator and a water supply and put a tank on it, we can refill this pretty quickly. We probably want to make a tin tank. Tin tank. It needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hardened glass, we need to do 10, that'll be fine. And then glass in general. Please and thank you. Okay. Need to find a better way of making hardened glass. Is that really the only way I have of making hardened glass? Where is it? Hardened glass. Wow, that is the only way I got of making hardened glass. We'll make more if we make dynamite. 10 seconds. We could upgrade our induction smelter though to make it run faster. Maybe that's an option we need to look at. One more. Come on. One more. You can do it, game. There we go. Okay. Tin tank. We use this to refill. And then we need an aqueous accumulator, which is here. That's iron, tin, cleaning, glass, redstone. Yeah, cool. All easy stuff. Bucket. Servo. And then cleaning tubes. I need 3 of these. And then glass. Two glass. And we need iron and tin plates again. Iron plates. And I need some more tin plates because we only had, whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted these guys. This will just make watering those crops faster, which means you get the Aquamarines faster. It's all a vicious circle. Welcome to DDSS. Please enjoy your stay. Oh my goodness, this pack. In fairness, I probably should have set up water up at the farm. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, I didn't get the cleaning tubes. Really should have made oh, I wonder if nether quartz slimming factor? Yeah. That is one of those things that I don't think you can ever have enough of. Are there void ore miners in PoE 3 shifter, or is there other, do they use something else other than environmental tech? Okay, and then I need 2 buckets of water. Kind of interest. Oh, laser drill. So is the main source of like passive resource then mystical agriculture? Because I know it's Wearing still armor. I never felt so mortal. It's a cruel, cruel world out there, Potox. That's hilarious. Where do I want to put this? I feel like I want this in the roof, to be honest. Oh yeah, upgrades will need my auto sieving. Okay. I know I've watched Hypnotized play the pack, and I know he used mystical agriculture for a lot of stuff, but I don't know what he did. I don't remember what he used early game. Oh, nice. Let's see if this works. Does Aqueous Accumulator put things down? Sure does. This'll work. Need a block. Need blocks. This is a little janky, but you know, it'll be fine. Anyways, Protox, you have a good night. Enjoy Mandalorian and food. Love food. Oh wow, we're right below the upper level. Interesting. Okay. Chili? Love it. Love a good chili. You mean so just to make some automatic harvesting machines? Yeah. And it's got agricraft in it as well, yeah? So you can 10 all the seeds. And then you'll have like crazy amounts of resources. Oh, I didn't think about that. But that does what I wanted it to do. I don't like the dripping water. Well, dang. But now I should be able to do this. Oh, that drains that water super quick. And it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Because I didn't even get one. Is this set to area? Yeah, it is. No. No. They've disabled the mystical agriculture watering cans, which makes me very sad. The only option for watering cans is these ones. Bye, Botox. Have a good night, my friend. Yeah, so this is a little bit slow. I mean, we could... No, we couldn't. We need to do a whole lot more mining to get more tier 5 seeds so that we could grow more. But if we can get enough aquamarine to make the, all of those lenses... I wonder how far off we are from making the infusing altar. Because if we can get the... How far are we off the Starlight infusing altar? Is there a quest coming up for that? Should really claim that. I guess we don't know yet. Where is that in the book, maybe? Maybe that's the thing I check. Yeah, it's already got a sprinkler and an apiary, so it's already like tick accelerated to the max. And it's got 9 growth accelerators underneath it. So the only way I can make this run faster is if it had access to the sky. And even then it wouldn't be heaps faster. What I do want to do is use the mana automation that we've set up and create agriculture flowers to put around all of these. But that won't really work until we can automate cakes. Once we can automate cakes and we can make Kekimuras, then we'll have enough mana to be able to keep up with the agriculture Botania flowers, which will make all of the plants grow faster. Generally speaking though, like when these run passively, they run fast enough. Just where I need like, what did I say? I need like 16 Aquamarines right now to make the lenses and stuff. Why was it I mean, priorities. So we can speed this up just a little bit more, but I mean, ultimately we'll scale it. So once we do a full row, we'll be getting heaps. And even just passively running in the background, we will get heaps. It's just for these craft that I need now. We'll do one more watering can's worth, and then we'll go see how much we've got. Hopefully that'll be enough to cover us. And we might even have some aquamarine shale. Don't place crafting terminal on dense cable. No, I don't think you can. I think you can only connect most of those machines to the thin ones. Yeah, you can only connect them to the light cables. Sure does need a lot of XP. But that's what solid XP from your mob farms for. Or like normal like liquid XP. I've got 6,000 solid XP from the mob farm here, which is crazy. Okay. Aquamarines. Look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, so many aquamarines. 34. Okay, so then let's make we need some living rock and living wood productions has been passively running in the background. That's been great. Some panes of glass. Probably should make a stack more of those. Holy moly, it's 9:15. Okay, so that'll make our lenses. So you want to get your empowered 5 for your, because that gives you your damage reduction, and it means it will use power rather than durability. Similar to the armor, the draconic armor. You probably want to look at maybe speed. If you don't have flight, you definitely want to look at speed on your pants. You may want to look at jump boosts on your boots. I don't know if anything else will be like super useful for this fight. I don't think there might be Thorncraft upgrades. They may protect you from void damage. I don't know if the Chaos Chicken does void damage. I doubt that he does. But I think that's the main one. Empowered is probably the one that you want the most. You get night vision, that might be useful. But yeah, other than maybe speed, you move very fast though. I mean, not draconic evolution fast, but pretty fast. Okay, so we got our lenses. So we're gonna make these guys. How far are we off from this? No, we need the next tier. Yeah, that's not an option. We can't do that yet. Okay, so this is living rock. So we get 3 of them. And then we need to do this guy. So I need gold. I need engraved infused wood. I need 2 aquamarines for this. And I need a rock crystal and runed marble. So let's grab some marble. In case I have to do 2 of these crafts. God, I hope I don't have to do 2. Let's rock. Now, the only problem for upgrade, you need the Dark Anvil Potox, and then you can, then if you're wearing it, you can access the upgrades. Yeah, holding shift doesn't show me. Oh, it does, just not on that one. Weird. Size 320, that's a pretty good one. Purity 42, that's not bad. Ooh, 359, that's a better one. I want a big size and good purity if I can, because then we'll get more lenses from the craft. But that's not terrible. I think size matters more for quantity though. You have to wear it. Yeah, or you can have it in your hand, but then it's just easier if you put it on. Weird that some of these don't have details. 274 and 81 is pretty good. I don't even know if I'm going to use it. 340? No, that's less. Like, I don't think I'm actually going to use these, so I'm probably going to use these as fuel for making Starlight, to be perfectly honest. 348 and 69. That's pretty good. Oh, that's it? So I actually think that's better. 348 and 69. I'm going to go with that one. Okay, cool. Let's hope that this is enough. So then I need gold. The Nightmare Siren has been sacrificed for a ritual. That is terrifying. Can you add all of them? No, you can add every single upgrade. Every single slot you can put. Some of them have prerequisites. So like I think for the jump boost you have to have speed on the pants before you can insert jump boost on the boots or something like that. But it'll tell you, like if you hover over the slot, it'll tell you what the prerequisites are. It's pretty neat. Engraved. I need engraved. What do I need? Engraved. Engraved infused wood. How do I make... Oh, infused wood, you just drop wood into... I've got infused wood, never mind. You drop wood into... you drop wood into Starlight to make it infused wood. Engraved infused wood. This is what we're after. Cool. Okay, let's go do this. Yeah, I definitely need to make this look a little bit better. I don't mind the all white. Maybe it's a bit much. I think this should be moved behind there. Okay, lenses. Let's just make the 3 that we require for right now. Oh man, that used up all of the Aquamarines. Oh no, it didn't, because I'm going to get a lot of them back. Where's my wand? Am I blind? Here. Never mind. Boom. Cool, cool, cool. And then we put in our lens recipe. What am I missing? Oh, I only got 2. Dang it. Yeah, shifter. Okay, YouTube it is. What's up, Potox? I answered the question. You can add them all. There's no limit. You just got to check what the prerequisites are. Like you can't put empowered 2 in until you put empowered 1. That kind of stuff. Okay. Oh, I didn't get the rune marble. Oh, but I got marble on me. That's okay. Chisel. Runed marble. Chisel. Lenses. Go. Hopefully we get 2. Now. Yeah, you gotta have the first upgrades in. Yeah, I think I've already got night vision in my armor. I think I've already got stellar armor. Because that's what I used before I made the other stuff. Hey, we got 2! We got 4! Ooh. Okay, cool. I will. Change everything to dense smart cables and stuff. A few of my storage buses still aren't showing up. Very confused. Yeah, I can try and help. Okay, so we got our lenses. They're probably not great lenses. Hey, that's pretty good actually. That's pretty good. Yes, sorry, yes. You have to activate them with... Yes. All of these things. Sorry, Potox. Now I know what you mean. Yeah, you gotta activate them first. So if you haven't activated them, it'll tell you how much experience they need to activate when you hover over them. And it gets more and more for the higher tiers. No, it doesn't. That is one, like, Ender.io is one of the mods that doesn't have a book that tells you how and what all the machines do. And I think that's, like, and the armor is part of that. I think that's, like, that's the thing. It's like, that's where JEI is so helpful to, like, for learning recipes and stuff. But it would be better if there was a book in Industrial... Well, I mean, there is a book in Industrial Foregoing that teaches you how to make these things. So, but like Ender.io doesn't have that. So it definitely makes it unnecessarily harder. Okay. Quest complete. Linking tool done. Block of redstone and an emerald helmet. Huh. That's an interesting quest reward. Transmutations. Linking tools not just for collector crystals to lenses. Used in transmutation, irresistible blocks can be transmute and their results. Okay. Netherrack becomes netherrack, sure. Sandstone becomes endstone, nice. Sea lanterns become lapis. That seems backwards. I would want lapis to become sea lanterns. Magma blocks can become obsidian. Nether blocks become soul sand. Diamond ore becomes emerald ore. Oh, that's interesting. That might be useful. And sand becomes clay. That's useful. Because we don't, yeah. I don't think we've got a supply of clay. But we do collect a lot of clay because we've done a lot of mining. We may have to get into a resource miner for clay, but that's cool. Claim that. I've got stuff flying everywhere because my inventory is full. Yes, correct. Let's just put some things in here. An emerald helmet. Interesting. So I've got a little bit of inventory space. Yeah, this is one way of getting clay. Okay, Starlight compound. Starlight is managed for production of star metal ingots. Star metal ingots plus adamant ingots. There's definitely stuff you don't need to add, but I mean, it's part of the fun, right? So yeah, so our star metal will make adamant, it'll make star metal, and it'll make ancient dust. And it makes resonating gems. Like, this is like a super important resource. Yes, this is true. What does explosive do? I think explosive only works on the tools. So there's also like dark iron tools and stellar tools and stuff. So if you put explosive on your pick, I think it does mini explosions as you mine. I think that's what it does. So yeah, there's a whole lot of they're pretty cheap to make. You can make one and see what different add-ins you can put into them. Okay, so let's work on automating our Starlight. So kind of what I want to do here. So my plan was similar to what we did on that side. You know how we automated the living stone and the living wood. I'm gonna do Starlight, but I think I'm gonna do it at the back here. So this is kind of, I've mapped out the big altar in Astral, but I think we can put our light well. I think we'll do like 3 here, 1, 2, 3, and then we could do another 3 on that side. I think that's how we're gonna do this. So before we do that though, let's go experiment. Let's head downstairs. I want to see what our options for automating this are. Normally I would do it with a mechanical user, which we can do, but that can be a little bit laggy. And I saw Direwolf did it with conduits. Ah! My heart. 100,000 million miles an hour. Apologies for anyone else I scared. That just scared me. Boy. Rude. Rude mobs. Okay, I can chuck them in there for now. That can go away, that can go away. Hold on to these. Okay, so what I want to check. So if this is like, hang on. Okay, watering can, you can go away. Let's grab this stuff out of here. Let's put away all that stuff. Emerald helmet, I don't know what that's for. Okay, so let's get a retriever. Let's get a basic one to begin with. I mean, that's not a basic one. That's a basic one. Not the point. I think I need... metadata. No, that one does metadata. That's fine. That will cover us for what we need. And while we're doing that, it's going to create... Sure. Let's get some ducts. I need some fluid duct and I need some item duct. So net has 9 damage. Nice. Let's grab a servo. Okay, and then if I get some rock crystal just for testies. All these will be different sizes and stuff. Okay, so if I put, I know this won't actually create, this won't actually create Starlight because the light wall needs to have access to the sky for this to work. But just for our testing purposes, this will do nicely. So if I want to see if this works, right? So if we put the light well here. Now I know you can only extract fluids from the bottom. It's the only way you can get fluids out is to do it like that, right? But I want to know, can I do... No, I cannot. Okay. That doesn't connect. Does it connect here? Does connect there. Okay, so I can automate putting in that way, but I can't get the fluid back out. This will be fun on Sunday. Why? Because you move so slow in comparison? With the speed upgrades, you don't move super slow. Oh, there's step assist as well. Step assist might be useful. Well, compared to Draconic, with it upgraded to like 500%. Oh, arrows actually kind of hurt. I mean, yeah, if you're firing at yourself with Draconic arrows, yes, they will hurt. I don't think there's a knockback upgrade for Stellar Armor. Maybe you should go take on a Chaos Dragon, a Chaos Chicken, and see how bad it's going to be. Because it could just be hilarious. Okay, so... I can't have items and fluids in the same duct, right? In thermodynamics, that's not possible. I can only have one or the other. So then we're going to have to go mechanical user. Because I have to get the fluid out. Yeah, maybe make sure you've got your you're not carrying anything on you, Potok, just in case. / turn off your vacuum hopper that trashes everything that drops in the area. I'm just saying, you don't want to have an accident and lose things that are important. VOD's kicking in and you haven't even gone out yet? Oh my goodness. Okay, so if we go with this route now, by the way, Starlight is really cold. So you have to use at least hardened fluid ducts so they can take any temperature, just so you're aware. No worries. Catch you later, products. Enjoy your evening. Yeah, so we're going to do that. So we're going to have to use mechanical user. Do I have any mechanical users? I don't. How hard are they to craft? That's not terrible. And good night, JC. We'll catch you tomorrow. This isn't terrible. Yeah, that's normal recipe. Okay. So mechanical users are a little bit laggy. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. It'll be fine. Okay. How much is... What is Starwell? Lightwell, sorry. Lightwell. Okay, that's not terrible either. Okay, so let's do this properly. Because we need all of these things. So if I'm gonna make, okay, we're gonna do this in a couple of different runs here, kids. I don't want that. I'm not gonna need that. We will need that. Okay, let's put this in here for right now. So we need 5 more of these. I'm gonna need marble. And we need, what was it? Lightwell. More aquamarine. Look at this, this is beautiful. It's totally worth investing those resources in making those seeds. Totally worth it. I just need 10. And I need some more rock crystals. Okay, so we'll start off with making... the light wells. And then we will Need to run a cable up to here to hook it into the automation. And why do I build everything so far away from my base? Terrible. Okay, light wells. I can only craft one at a time because these rock crystals don't stack. Unfortunate, but it's okay. Oh, it's super fast to craft as well. Super fast craft. This is one of the crafts that it doesn't matter what crystal you use in the middle. It doesn't get better or anything based on what you use, so. Feel free to use your junkiest ones or your best ones, whichever. Probably not your best ones, save your best ones. Okay, so I want to do boom, boom, boom. 3 there. And boom, boom, boom. 3 there. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then we're going to do I want the Starlight accessible up here? I don't think I need it accessible up here. Liquid Starlight. No, because it just gets used in crafting recipes. We will need it for the infuser because we'll need to make a chalice and we'll need to have that powered. But I think for right now, it doesn't need to be visible. So okay, so let's do this. So that we don't have yeah, before the stream I was saying, man, I'm hungry. Man, I'm hungry. So much food. Okay, let's get rid of all these. I need a whole lot of servos. I didn't think about that. That's fine. Okay, so let's grab item fluid duct. Yep. And then we want to go down. Click on there. Yep, perfect. And then the same on this side. And then what we'll do is we'll do a fluid interface on the bottom of it to hook it into the system. I think that'll work well. Okay, so you guys like that. You guys go like that. We can put some facades on those. But then we need, so I need 6 mechanical users. Six mechanical users. That shouldn't be too bad. I'm pretty sure we've got all the things we need for that. Okay. What does that turn into? Electrotine. Make a stack of that. And alloy, red alloy. We'll make a stack of this. Let's put away these things for now. And that can go away and that can go away. I should put that back up there. Okay, mechanical users. Do I have them here? I don't see them. Mechanical users. Okay, and then we need... Ooh, these use... it should be fine. We might need to make some more water mills. But it should be okay. Think. How bad's a dragon mill? Dragon mill. She's a little expensive. Not gonna lie. I don't think I can make this one yet. This one I think is still out of reach. Oof. Oh yeah, that's well out of reach. Crystalline ingots? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. So far away from that one. Okay, so yeah. That's cool. So resonating redstone crystals. I need 6 iron pickaxes as well. Ooh. Do I have 6 iron pickaxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I can just repair them all. Any of these have good enchants on them? Nah. Okay, I'm gonna repair these guys. Generally speaking, they need to be fully repaired before you can use them in recipes. But it doesn't care if they're enchanted or not. Okay. So 6. How many resonating gems do we have? Oh, heaps. That's fine. Alloys. Let's grab a stack of those. And then we need redstone gears, observers, and droppers. 4 droppers. 5, 6. And then observers. Also, simple recipe. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what? Oh, redstone. Redstone. How you troll me. Also gonna need red alloy wire, but we'll get to that in a second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those. And then I need the redstone. I need these guys. I need 2 for each, so I need 10, 11, 12. And then we should be good. We want to hook these up to redstone just to make life a little bit easier for us. Yeah. I wonder if there's a better way to do this. I mean, this will work. It's just a little, it can be a little bit laggy, right? That's my concern. One at a time. Because it constantly clicks. It doesn't click when empty kind of thing. So that's gonna be, that's my main concern here. I am gonna want a crate. I'm gonna want red alloy wire. We're gonna want a lever so we can turn this off when we don't want it running. Not that I think it's gonna really make much of a difference, but it's worth turning off when you're not using it. And then I need a servo. It doesn't need to be super fast, but maybe let's get a reinforced one. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. And does reinforce have round robin? I guess they all do. Extracts from a single slot. That's fine. 1 second. That's fine. That's fine. And then I need some item ducts, which I know I just put back. Okay, and then we want export bus. We want a fuzzy upgrade for this. I don't know if I can do that. I assume I can do that. I don't actually know if it needs an upgrade for it though. Okay, while that's thinking, I want to go look at one of the other exporters we've got here. So this one? Okay, I can do MBT data off. That's what I want. Okay, cool. Because I'm going to use rock crystals, I think. Because we get a fair amount of rock crystals from the system, right? Yeah, it's fine. What were we making? I've mental blanked on what I was crafting. Exporter. Exporter, I need a whole butt ton of cable. 49 is not going to be enough. And then I need a fluid storage. How does this work? No. External... at refined. Importer, exporter, external storage. It's just an external storage. Hey, not nope. External storage, but we set it to fluid, right? I think that's how it works. External storage, and we set it to fluid. Happy Friday indeed. Indeed. Thank goodness it's the end of the week, eh? Okay, there's our external storage, so we can set that to be fluid. I don't have a fluid interface, fluid grid. How bad's that to make? Oh, that's not terrible. Dirty Hazelita has been sacrificed for a ritual. I don't know what is going on. Oh, they're spawning in the blood altar. I know what that's about now. Okay, I think the fluid grid is what lets us see how much fluid is in our network. So we probably want to make this. So 2 construction cores and advanced. Amen indeed. It has been another long week. Feels like every week is a long week at the moment though. But it's almost the end of the year. It is almost the end of the year. Have some much needed rest and relaxation. Spend some time with the family. Recharge the batteries. I have been trying to recharge my batteries this week. I think I've had good success with it. Didn't quite get as much recharge in as I wanted, but it still feels like it was successful. Okay, oops, not that. I need that one. My inventory is going to be a hot mess for a second, so let me just sneak these guys in here while I get myself organized. Hopefully, indeed. I mean, it's got to be, right? Can it really be? I'm not going to finish that sentence. But it's got to be, right? I think it's going to be fine. Fluid grid. I need an alloy. I need 2 construction cores in advance. Liquid cleaning, red alloy. Okay. Alloy. I need 1 of you. Do I also need 1 of them? 1 of you. And then cleaning, fluid, 1 of you. Plastic, 1 of you. 2 buckets, another bucket. And then I need cores. Make 10 of them. No worries. We're not going to be streaming for too much longer, not nope. It's a little bit late on a Friday for me. But we'll be streaming for a little bit longer. I'm going to go help Shifter try and work out some A2 stuff after the stream. So I don't want to stream too late. And we'll be back in the morning anyway. Okay. 2 construction cores. And what was the last bit that I needed? An advanced control circuit. Okay, fluid grid. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, that's a construction core and an advanced processor. My bad. Advanced processor. They both look the same. Basically, kinda. Almost. Fluid grid. I don't already have one of these, do I? No. Okay, so I'm gonna remove... I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna put the fluid grid here. Here we go, here we go. Nope, that's not what I want. I want to click on that one. And click on that one. So type quantity, perfect. Okay, and then we'll just chuck this back up there. And you can have those upgrades back. Okay, so now we can see how much fluid we've got in the system. So, now let's get the cables we were making. And I want to grab some... Do I want to use Aquamarines? No, for right now I want to use rock crystal. Because I can break down and get a lot. Let's do that. Okay, let's go. Let's hook this all up. So, the question is, where are we going? So we're going this way. Where is the cable? That cable is there, and that does go up. Okay. Goes up. And it already goes that way. So we just need to take it the other direction. Back this way. Oh, careful. We don't do exactly that. That is not what we want to do. Not the corn. Anything but the corn. I do like corn. Corn's one of my I wouldn't say favorite, but it definitely ranks up there on the veggies list. Not gonna lie. Okay. Darkness. Why is there so much dirt here? Oh, because I refilled all this. That's right. This was all shenanigans. Oops, almost did it again. Can I just do that so we don't break things? Same there. Okay. It's very dark. It's very, very dark. Okay, we should hit the end of this shortly. There we go. We've hit the end, but we'll keep going out. I don't know how far out I need to go. It magically fixed itself? Shifter, you're a genius! It can be... So the way that it calculates its network, every time you add and remove an item from the network, like, it recalculates what's connected, right? That's why I was having so many problems in our, in my MC Eternal base, because, like, my network was so shenanigansly large and spread out and across so many chunks and stuff, it just choked. Every time you made a change to the network, i.e. adding or removing a block. So maybe it was related to that? Or maybe it just hadn't finished bringing things online when you last checked. Because that's the other thing, like it takes a minute for it to register those changes, so... Okay, let's see how close we are to where we need to be. Oh, miles away. We need to be all the way over there. How do I want to do this? You know what? Actually, it's not a terrible spot to go up. Go up directly underneath there. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go a little bit further. Let's go up where this tree is, I feel. I feel that's a good spot. I hear you, spider. Where are you? Oh, there is a lot of stuff underneath this. I got you. I don't want mobs coming into my base, so we're probably going to need to prettify this up a little bit. Took almost an hour. I mean, that seems excessive. Yeah. Probably wasn't the case then. Yeah, maybe a couple of minutes. Maybe not even a couple of minutes. Like 30 seconds to a minute should be all I would expect it to take to reconnect the network, depending on how crazy your network is. But I know you were saying it's just getting started, so it shouldn't be like crazy. At least not yet. Give it time. Okay, so now we'll get our cable. Now this is where having flight would make this a lot easier. Because I don't think I can... Because yeah, it's like, it's not a full block, so... So I can't stand on it and kind of pillar up. That's unfortunate. Ah. Luckily though, we've got a whole lot of trees around us. Can I climb this cable? I can. So I can probably also come from down. Come on, get us up there. Gotta wait for the cooldown on the multi-jump. A better chance of coming from the top down. Oh, come on. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, it shouldn't take too long for that to connect. Okay. We're gonna pillar. We're gonna nerd pole. Of course, then the multi-jump works. Stupid blocks. Why is it gotta be so rude? Nope. Don't want it to go that way. I want it to go the other way. There we go. Okay, so now we just need to get it all the way over there. What we probably want to do is run like a little service level. I need to put like areas underneath these. Why did I fall off? I was holding shift. Shift, dang it. Yeah, I probably need to set up a little like service area underneath this main platform anyway, I think. I don't know if it needs to be like the whole thing or if I just need to like run some tunnels for cables and stuff. Probably should light this up just in case. Yeah, so I don't know if it like needs the whole circle having like a gap for me to run cables. This is really the main cable we need to run. We'll need to run a cable off to that platform over there as well. But that can branch off this one. But hopefully this will work. And then we'll be cooking with gas, as they say. Cooking with gas. Does that translate? Does that make sense to people? I don't know, it makes sense to me. I don't know if that's an Australian thing or if it's a... I mean, it would translate regardless, but like for North Americans, gas is not... Like you wouldn't be cooking with gas. That would be weird. I mean, maybe you would. It'd still be weird. Okay. So let's do a little platform at the end here where we're gonna hook up our system. Make it a little bit easier to navigate. Of course, and then I run out, but that's fine. Let's put that there. Okay. So let's run this cable across. What are the chances that I'm just going to straight on fall off? It depends on how straight I'm walking, which is not very straight, I can tell. Okay, so let's hook up all the things that we have in here. So we've got a external storage. I'm going to set this to be fluids. Perfect. So that is... Sure. Liquid Starlight. Cool. And then... oh, I didn't put servos in this, did I? Dang it. I need servos. I need to run back and get servos. Hang on, let's hook up the rest and see what else we forgot. Because guarantee we forgot some stuff. So then what I want to do... I probably want to put this crate here. And then we'll do item at the back. We'll do an export on the bottom. Sure. And we'll hook this around here. Now this is going to export. That's what I wanted it to do. Cool. So it's going to export all of the crazy different rock crystals. That is perfectly fine. As long as it doesn't also export the celestial crystals, I'm okay. Because rock crystals, we can get an unlimited amount of, and I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, the only thing I'm missing is servos. Okay, cool. So let's grab that like that and go like that. In fact, let's do it this way. Sure. And then like that. Okay, and then you are gonna have that there. Round robin. Extract one at a time. I can definitely in the future change this to Aquamarines, for example. They won't give as much Starlight, but that's fine. And set this to always active. Perfect. Okay, so let's go grab those servers that we need. And well, actually, let's hook up the ones above first. So we'll put the mechanical users behind, facing these. Same on this side. 1, 2, 3. We should check that this is in a chunk loaded area. It is not. Oh man, we need to claim ourselves some chunks. Uh-oh, we hit our limit. We hit our limit. Okay. Cool. Let's remove that one for right now and do that one. We'll remove this one for right. We'll remove both of these for right now. And we'll do that. We're gonna need to... I'm just straight up right now, I'm telling you, I'm gonna change that on the server. Because I need to claim all the chunks. Every single one of them. Okay. Cool. So then we'll take our item conduit and oh, we were there? I thought we were here. That's fine. I can rejig that. Wow. I fell, but I only fell onto that. Okay, so let's go grab some servos and then we should be good. Just grab basic ones. This doesn't need to run very quickly. Another 5 of those, please. And this should be Starlight automated. Yeah, so we've got Starlight here. So then we can use it in auto crafting, which is going to be awesome. 3. Come on, 3 more. Go faster, please. 2 more. I wonder if I want to put... Yeah, I think I'm going to put that red alloy wire underneath them. Okay, that should do me. Oops, going up, back up. Half the base is above the storage room, the other half of the base is below the storage room. Sometimes it's a little confusing. Sometimes I get myself turned around. Just a little bit. Okay. Let's rejig this. Because I got that wrong. Needs to come down there. That one goes as well. Same on this side. Okay, and then I think I need to remove those. And the same on this side, so I can run the red alloy wire underneath it. It just look better with them underneath than on top of. Ugh. Okay, it's fine. Really? I left that there? Sure. It's terrible to make. Oh dear. Which kind of plastic are you talking? The HDPE stuff? The mechanism plastic? This is... Can I go under that? I can't. Did not think that through. That's fine. Oh, pneumaticraft liquid plastic. Uh-huh. Yep. You need to make a lot of steam. And you need to convert all the petroleum into all the other things. Yeah, that's the whole thing. You need oil for days. Okay, this isn't quite going to do what I want it to do. I need another lever. Maybe we'll just do it that way. Yeah, so redstone on is what we want. Then I'll get the same for that side. So then for these, what we want is we want to activate block with item is what you want to do. And then it'll put it in there. So that right clicks the crystal in, and then that is then giving us liquid starlight. So we'll do the same on this side. Activate, 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 and we can turn this off using the redstone. So let's set these to redstone on, and I'll go make another lever for that. And I'll do something a little bit cleaner than putting them here in the middle eventually, but then the other thing we need to do, I can drop down there. You put these servos in and set them to always active. Always on. And eventually this tank will fill up and then these will fill up and then it will stop running, right? That's kind of the plan. Always active, always active, always active. And see, that just broke, so it's going to place another one. Okay, they're all in. And there we are getting starlight. Okay, so I don't need that one if we're going to put the lever there for now. Let's just make another lever real quick. Or I can steal one from here. Oops, back up. And actual backup. Going back up and the backup running at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna chuck this one here and go boom. And that'll now do that. Perfect. Okay, so now we have automated starlight production, which is awesome. And that is where we will wrap it up for tonight. No mechanism for you, it's a whole chain. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. PoE 3 is like, that's a whole thing. That is definitely up there on the list of crazy mod packs. Crazy mod packs indeed. But it is after 10 o'clock, so we're gonna finish up for tonight. We'll be back in the morning, so in about 11 hours we will be back for some more Dungeons & Dragons Space Shuttles. We're gonna be working on the quest chain for space, folks. We're gonna do these ones. Galactic Craft Core Machines. This is going to be our focus for tomorrow. So finding out where these take us, we may have to do some... I'm guessing at the end of this line, so all 4 of these lines will be make a spaceship. That's my guess. But we'll focus on these ones first. Then if we get through all those ones, as many as we can do, we might have to shift over to some more... Tech Reborn. There's also some more Tech Reborn in here we need to do, so we'll shift around there. We may there may be a couple more things we need to do with Astral Sorcery as well. We didn't get nearly as far as I was hoping to. I was really hoping to get these the altar upgraded to a higher level. But Starlight was the first thing we needed. So that's now available to us. We can use that for crafting the, what's his name? This stuff, Starlight Compound, and ultimately Stamina Lingots, which we're already crafting. So we've already taught this is how to make that. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to love yous and leave yous, and I will catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.